Hello and welcome back to another Random Dice gameplay video. And yeah, the Dimension season have come to an end. We could once again end up in the top 100 of the PvP leaderboard. So yeah, really nice of course. And as you have seen in the last weeks, I most of the time played the Predator deck. But have to admit that the last games were really tough because I faced a lot of EX10 hacking user and you can imagine that it's like an instant loss because what do you want to do against these type of decks? So I have to look what I'm going to play now, but I'm trying to upload some videos with some different decks that might be of your interest. And I know that most of you know exactly what to play, and of course better than me. I mean, no problem. But maybe I can help some of you that don't really know what to play. But I can tell you that there are a lot of interesting decks, and I also have to look because I think I'm going to also play the Overheat traded because, as you can imagine, it's really nice against these type of decks with EX10 or Assassin or other dices that affect your board. So yeah, but I mean the new Soul season may be also interesting with the new Soul dice, and I really want to play PvP again because it's really nice. And yeah, and as in the last season, I also wanted to give credit to Tags once again, who I think did a really nice PvP season with I think a lot of different decks that I saw in the leaderboards. Sometimes I looked it up, and as you can see here, he ended up one position ahead of me, so also a really strong player, and wish you all the best. So you can see he did play a lot of games, I think, with this Overheat deck, and I also want to play this deck. You can also play with the supplement dice, but with the growth dice is also really strong. And yeah, with the trade, as you can imagine, you are, you can defend yourself from these type of decks with, like I said, EX10 and so on. But I have to exercise it because you have to be aware of your SP management. So yeah, Tex, you can give me some advices or other of you. But I think it's a really nice deck, and yeah. But I also have to give credit to, I don't know if he's watching this video, but I don't think so, Kansas, who did also really play good. I played a couple of matches against him, and I faced him also in earlier seasons. And I mean, he was a good player, but I think in this season he really showed what he is capable of playing random dice. And so I think well earned. And I mean, every one of you can end up here because you only have to practice a little bit, and so it's really no problem. And as you can see here, I played a ton of games, about 500 and more. And you can see that I also lost a ton of games, like 200 defeats. And yeah, I played a lot of games with the win streak activated. So you can imagine that this was very expensive when it comes to the gems. And I don't want to do it again this season because, yeah, I mean, you can also gain a lot of trophies without the win streak. And I mean, you have the boost tickets and the burning mode, so I'm really not going to do it again. And yeah, but like I said, I really want to play this PvP season. And you have to play a lot of games, but it's not so much, I think, and when you enjoy the game, so I don't think that it might be a problem. So yeah, like I said, I'm really curious and interested in the new season, and I think, yeah, I mean, a lot of guys are going to play the same decks as earlier, but I mean, it's also nice to test out or try other decks. So yeah, this deck might be also really interesting, like I said, and yeah, Tex did play this before, so I will practice, I think, this deck. And yeah, I mean, might be weak against these Ignition user. So maybe you can also combine it with the Ignition dice, but I really don't know about this. And I really don't know if bubble is so much important. I mean, okay, to save your moon dice. I mean, when you have a 7-pip moon dice, okay. But your overheat is, I mean, always protected with the trade. So I have to look. But I mean, with the supplement dice, you can build up very nice. I think, like in the Predator deck. And yeah, I think it's also very nice to play it on the scope board because, I mean, when you have at least one overheat, I mean, high-pipped overheat on a scope spot with combined with a 7-pip moon, then everything might be fine. And yeah, I mean, okay, in this case, when the opponent would have had more of these Phantom Thief dices, then might, I mean, your 7-pip moon might also get hit. But like I said, I'm really not sure about this. I have to practice and look what to do in these cases. But yeah, I mean, bubble might also be helpful. So I can understand this. And yeah, I don't know, I have moon 12. I mean, with moon 13 would be more better, I mean. But yeah, I think moon 12 is really okay. And I don't know, I have to look how to play it and what to do against these ignition user, but seems like a very fun deck, I think. And I forgot to tell something about the trade itself. So yeah, like I said, you can protect the overheat dice from other effects. I mean, not your whole board, but only the overheat dice. When the overheat phase, I mean, you can look up there when you level it up, then when it's an even number, so in this case level 2 or level 4, 6, 8 and so on, then it's protected, but all other phases it isn't. So yeah, I really have to practice it, and I mean, this deck can be really strong if you play it right. So yeah, and I also saw that the duration is also reduced to 5 seconds, so it's more difficult to play it, I think, with the trade than without the trade. But if you play it good, I think this deck can really bring you a lot of trophies if you face the right opponents, of course. But you can also switch up. I mean, I don't know. I think continue also to play the other deck, the other Predator deck, but when I face too much X10 user, I really want to play this deck. And yeah, so I hope you had a good PvP season so far. And you can tell me, what deck are you going to play this PvP season? And are you going to play PvP or other modes? I mean, there are also a lot of other fun modes like Kate or Crew Raid or so on. So yeah, wish you all the best for the current season, and hope you have a good time. And so see you the next time. Ciao, ciao.